Well, good morning. It is Monday morning. We got through the weekend. Everybody across the whole United States has been dealing with some weather issues. I realized today as I went outside of my back patio that I am not a green thumb, as my plants that were out there are mushy and I think they died. So I learned a lesson that even in the South, things can die if you don't cover them. The other thing that I learned this weekend that it really made sense to me is that stop allowing people to walk in your shadow. You have a plan and a purpose for your life. Everything you go through is because somebody else needs, what you have and what you've been through. But you don't need to give up your shadow for somebody else. A naysayer that is constantly telling you, you can't do that. No, you're not good at that. No, you can't afford that. No, you can't go there. Oh my goodness, no, that's too hard for you. Stop allowing people in your shadow to tell you things that they know nothing about. If you have a dream, you have a purpose, and you have a vision, run for it. Do it. Go after it. Be determined that no matter what people say in your life, that you have a plan and that you have a desire in your heart. Stop allowing people in your shadow. Take over your own shadow and do what you were called to do. The other thing that I thought about today, and I just, I was listening to, some reels and TikTok going through it, and there was a gentleman that he had contacted his friend, and his friend was still in bed, and he says it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and he's like wondering, what the heck, why are you in your bed? And he looks on his friend's Facebook and he says something about Taco Tuesday. So this friend decided, I'm going to send out, get Uber Eats, and I'm going to have tacos delivered to his house. But he didn't know what that man was going through. He didn't know that him and his wife had just lost a lot of their business. They had to lay off people. They didn't know where they were going to pay. And the guy goes, "It's only tacos." And he said, "No, it's not only tacos. You invested in somebody's life that you did not know, and you didn't know what that person was going through." Wow. How many of us can do something out of the ordinary for somebody else? How many of us can be somebody's taco in their life? I started a ministry of sunshine and encouragement, sending out cards because I knew that people needed some sunshine. I knew that people needed, some encouragement. So overall, what I've learned, stay in your own shadow and